Welcome to the Basic Citavi webinar number 6. This webinar will show you how to do footnotes and also show the Oxford referencing style students how to use the referencing style via Citavi to do the footnotes and to do the full citations under in the footnotes. We're going to look at first how to add footnotes if you're APA, ASA, Harvard user. And then after that, I'm going to then show you the footnote for users who are using the Oxford referencing style. Okay, so let's start with a new file. I already have my Citavi open here. I'm going to use this project. Now, if you don't know how to get this Citavi tab in your Microsoft Word, if it's not there, go watch the webinar number 5. Excuse me. And there, I have a short section how you can add in the Citavi tab right here. So, very importantly, for the people who are not using Oxford style, for example, Harvard style, when you want to add, footnotes, first of all, you've worked on this, and now the regular footnotes, you know that there is a footnote text, right? Footnote button in Microsoft Word. So, for example, text. This is what you've written, for example. Just some samples. All right. And then you want to say, oh, I want to explain the normal, the word. So you need to go and find this button or this tab called Referencing. I think in English it's reference. And you can see there is a footnote button there. You click on the footnote and you scroll up, the superscript's already there, and it will direct you to the footnote where you explain normal. And then you can continue with the next one. It will do the superscript in order, in the proper order for you. So this one should be superscript number 2. Ta-da! You can see 2 is there, and for sure it's there as well. And then you explain or have the additional information. Alright, so if you do need to footnote some words, the usage of footnotes is explained in the academic writing manual. So then for non-Oxford referencing style students, this is how you footnote your work. So let's move on to students who's gonna be using Oxford referencing style. First of all, I'm gonna use this one, paraphrase. You need to choose the Oxford referencing style. Now, I have downloaded 3 of them because they are all slightly different in a way, and I will show you how different they are. First, we'll just pick the basic one, or Scholar, and I'll just click Insert. And right away you can see, because this is Oxford style, the footnote referencing style, yeah, then the superscript is done there, reference list done, and if you look at the bottom, it has the full reference at in your footnote. And if you use the same guy again, the EBIT, the Latin abbreviation, will be inserted instead. You can see EBIT. And if it's a different author, again, let's add that. Number 3, new list, and the full text. And if I do it again, number 4, it should have EBIT of the same guy. Alright, and then if you move on, let's do a different one, this one. see it quite clearly. You insert, that's number 5. You can see that. And if I want to use Crompton's work again in number 6, you insert 6, yeah, and right at the bottom you can see, oopsala, yeah, Crompton. And it's a slightly different style. It says N1, means number 1. This Crompton is on number 1. And if you use, again, Wharton, you add number 7. You can see this Wharton refers to the same piece of work in number 3. So this is one Oxford style, one footnote Oxford referencing style you can use. Now, I know some professors that you have in taxation law do not want you to have all this full reference. So I found a few in Citavi that you can use. So I've downloaded this as well. Oxford author date, and this will let me choose this one. So the superscript looks the same. The reference list looks slightly different. And then if you look here, it has a different footnote referencing. And if you choose Oxford Notes, then it's also slightly different. And the Oxford Note referencing, the names are all in capital letters. So the only advice I can give you for students who are doing Oxford referencing style in your thesis paper, and you would like to have Citavi to help you to organize your references and also do your in-text, and also do your superscripts, just discuss this with your professor, with your first supervisor. I'm using this and it looks like this. Show them a sample, and if they're pleased with it, then you can use the Citavi to help you, and it saves you a lot of work. Alright? So that's it for Basic Citavi webinar number 6, and we will have the last one. The last one is a very short webinar to show you how you can just use Citavi to make your reference list. That's it. You don't want to do all this very complicated stuff, importing things and all that. It's too complicated. Alright, so see you in the next webinar, number 7. Bye-bye!